So this is a video of my 1986 IROC Camaro that's currently for sale. I'm just going to run around the car so you can see it and then inside and start it up and things. So it's an 86 Camaro. It's a factory 305, but this has a 350 out of an 87 Camaro in it, which has been worked up. Apparently the engine was pulling 13s and another Camaro with a manual behind it, so it's a nice healthy motor. It is a factory IROC. The numbers check out from the ID tag in the centre console. It's pretty much factory apart from the engine and the wheels and the right-hand drive conversion. It was brought into New Zealand in '95, I think it was. So I'll just run around the car now. So the reason that I'm selling it is that just after I bought it, this car came up for sale and I brought it back. I built that other car years ago, so I actually didn't buy it with the intent of reselling it. So I've done a lot of things to it, like putting in the halo headlights, replacing all the headlights around it, all the park lights and things. I put the wheels on it. They're 18 by 9s on the front, and they are 20 by 10s on the back with 275s. Now they're all brand new. The warrant's currently expired, but it's only done at 150k since that last warrant, and those tyres are brand new on it. You'll see there that they're not even dirty on the inside, they're just brand new. And of course the tyres, full tread on them. So as part of doing it up, replaced the window regulators, the central locking mechanisms, because they were all a bit slow. And I just basically went round it. I just got stuff in from the States for any bits that are missing. Put a new stereo in it, centre console. I'll talk about some of the bad things after I've gone round it. It was painted just before I got it, or the year before I got it, so that's quite a nice paint job on it. Try and get you every angle on that. The back guards have just been lipped to fit those tyres underneath, and they don't rub at all. Doesn't matter how many people you put in the car, fits under there nicely. I've advertised it for sale with the wheels on or off. I've got the factory wheels off it, the factory IROC wheels, and I've got some photos too of what it looked like with those wheels on it. Brand new exhaust on it all the way through. We bought some headers and then had to custom make one side because of course it being a right-hand drive. They don't make a right-hand drive one. So the body's nice and tight. It's got a couple of little dings around it that look like they weren't picked up when the paint job was done. It could do maybe with a bit of a touch-up around the windows where the black and things is. So, but other than that, it's in very good condition. Suspension standard in it, just standard bushes and things in it. You can see there those tyres are all nice and new. So I'll start going on through the inside. I'll just go over the bonnet and things. No real dents or things around the rest. No stone chips around the front. Nice and tidy. In fact, on the front, I'll show you there's headlights. So they're an angel eye type headlight that has the LEDs that light up around the outside. I've turned one of them off just because it looked like it was wearing glasses. You can see there's the headlights underneath. They're not the factory IROC ones, they're very hard to find, and I haven't got them hooked up, though it does have the switch in the dash to have them hooked up if we want them. But as you can see, there's no stone chips or anything like that at the front because we've quite a new paint job on it. I added the black on them. It didn't have the black when I bought it, but that's the factory IROC paint job. So I'll just go and pop the bonnet. Come back to the interior. So under the bonnet you can see the 350 in there. See they've polished up the fuel injection up, but that's all the factory setup that's on a 350 with the alloy heads. You can see the headers there that have been added in. They could do with another tweaking up because they're new, they just loosen off a bit. I also got the wiring worked out on it. The guy spent about a day on it just pulling out some excess wiring and some bad things people had done before. So that's all new leads on it. It's got an alarm. It's a factory air conditioned model, I think, but they've been disconnected, so it doesn't have air conditioning in it now. I don't think it matched. So that all, it's just all standard, but it goes very well and it sounds nice. I'll start it up for you in a minute. New battery in it as well, no other issues. I'll just pop the boot so you can start looking at the interior. So in the boot, it's got the sunshade for the back, and here's where you start to see maybe probably not the best part of the car is the interior. I've got the new door rubbers for it, I just haven't fitted them. There's the mud flaps there. There's also a box of the amber bulbs, they're a bit hard to get. Any other spare parts I've got as well. You can see on the interior that the plastic, it's got sort of scratches or it's deteriorated under the sun. If I was keeping it, I would have stripped them out and repainted them, just sort of blasted them back and repainted them. So that's not the best part of the car. The interior is sort of getting on a bit on it. I'll show you inside the doors. So looking at the interior, so it's a right-hand drive conversion, which I believe was done in Australia from memory. I mean, I won't lie to you, the interior isn't that nice when you look at it. You can see those scratches on the plastic. There's no tears or anything in the seats. They're just quite worn. See there. I was looking because the dollar is so strong about getting a interior kit out of the States for it, which cost about $2.5 grand by the time I got here to replace the whole interior. Things you see like the seat belts, there's the plastic missing at the top there from where it goes through, they're quite hard to get. Behind that pillar there's new speakers fitted. I put mats in it, but the carpets are okay underneath. Just lift under them, you can see. So they're fine under there, just a bit worn as I said. So new stereo, new surround around the stereo. The heater works, but it's stuck on hot. I think just it's the cable is jammed on it. So you got hot air and it defrosts and everything, but I can't seem to switch it to cold. I just haven't got around to looking at that. I'll just go around the other side. I'll show you these door panels. Door panels again, they're complete, just a bit worn. These plastic bits on the top are new. They're about $200 to get them fitted. It's missing just the cover from behind that switch there, but I've got that. I've got new ones there, I just haven't fitted them. And I mentioned about the door rubbers. The windows go up and down. Quite good now that I've replaced them. So around on the driver's side, see there it's got the 140 mile per hour gauges, which is an IROC thing. It's not on the standard ones. The gauge is all nice and tidy. It's got the, you see on the left there, it's got the switch for spotlights, which can be hooked up. I've just taken out the cigarette lighter and put a USB charger in, which just sits in there. So all those things work quite fine. And there, I probably can't get to show you the, oh, it's on the other side of course. We'll see if this works. Can't really get to see it. Oops. Okay, that there is the ID tag. I don't think it's going to come through too blurry. But that's all the codes, factory codes, and it includes the IROC code on it as well, just saying that it is a Z28. So automatic transmission, it's all fine. Again, the carpets here are fine, just a bit worn. Some people don't like the pedals, that one pedal sits a little bit higher than the others. I don't mind that. I'll start it up for you. So the alarm's hooked up to the central locking and things. So I'll just show you before I go out the electric windows. They're both about the same speed now, but they're nice and clean. Good speeds on them. The other one's the same. Also replaced the hinges on it, so that the closing of the doors It's nice and tight, they don't bounce, they haven't dropped or anything like that, so nice clean lines there. You can hear that exhaust on it. It's got stainless tips, but it's a full, I think it's a 2.5 system or something like that all the way through. It goes 2 into 1, back into 2 again like the factory ones do. Got a nice sound to it. No real engine noises, I mean no ticks or anything like that. It's a bit of an exhaust tick there just from those new extractors, probably do it being a bit up. I'll just give it a bit of a rev so you can hear it. So you can see it's running quite clean there. It's been sitting around, so it could do with a good run on the road, I think. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's the Camaro. I'll give you one more look around it. Flick those headlights on so you can see what they look like. Hard to see in the daylight, but you can see the angel eyes there. I've turned off that one on purpose because I didn't like the look of them having the 2 on both sides. Let's give it that added look. One more look around. Here's the other one. It's for another day.